Joining us now, someone who has spent some time on this campus for our sakes to expose what is really going on the ground. And that's the person you saw in our featured clip, Adam Guillette, president of Accuracy in Media. Adam, welcome back.
Thank you for having me.
Stunning footage you uncovered, and that girl did not seem very pleased. You were offering her some French fries.
Well, nobody at Columbia, generally speaking, seems very pleased to see my presence there because we deliver the accountability that their university won't. You know, they were all arrested last year after they broke windows, took over a building, and held the janitorial staff hostage. But the charges were dropped and the university did nothing. That's why we hold them accountable. And we all laughed when that young lady demanded humanitarian aid, food to be delivered to them at their illegal encampment after they went breaking and entering. But you know what? The joke's on us. She's now a grad student who is teaching Western civilization. And Americans spend over $1 billion annually funding this university. The federal government gives Columbia $1 billion every year.
Of course she's teaching Western civilization. Now, 42% of students believe that their college administration, however, protects free speech. I guess, in a way, in a really perverse way, the story you just shared kind of proves that point. They feel very protected in the arms of these colleges. When they're damaging property and they call that free speech, suddenly that's protecting free speech. But if you say something against them, they will disagree with you vehemently, won't they?
Absolutely, vehemently and violently. When I was in college, I couldn't get a permit to do anything because the administration hated my views. I pushed a project to put American flags in classrooms after 9/11. That was it for me. I had to create fake student organizations, and this is at the University of Florida, to get permits for any kind of event. Meanwhile, these folks take over a building, breaking and entering, holding staff hostage, and they get to say, well, it's freedom of expression. But when we hold them accountable and put their names and pictures on the side of a billboard, they bash our mobile billboards with bricks. They spray paint me and our billboard. They assault our cameraman. Freedom of expression to them means violence, but for us it means we can't even hold permitted events. These are totalitarian hypocrites.
Where are these kids coming from? I know I've asked this question over the past 6 months or so, but you look at these people, you look at these students, and they don't really fit the profile of suddenly having woken up and supporting Palestine unless there's some other influence in their lives. I don't quite see. Where's the money coming in from? Where's the influence coming in from?
The money is coming from the taxpayers, and the influence comes from K-12 education. Across the country, even in red states, Texas is one of the worst. These kids spend 13 years learning DEI garbage in K-12 education. They spend 13 years being taught that America is an oppressor state, and violence against oppressors isn't evil violence, it's merely resistance to oppression. So they arrive on college campuses already radicalized. And people think, no, that's just in Berkeley, it's just in Boulder. Texas, as I said, one of the worst states. They banned DEI in higher education, but not in K-12. If it's not appropriate for seniors in college, why is this DEI garbage appropriate for kindergartners? Outrageous.
And now they're growing up in a world where you're watching places like Paris, arrest social media founders, and Brazil banning X on Twitter, charging people $10,000 a day almost for using any kind of internet service to try and access these sites. And that just becomes normalized to this generation. That is a terrifying, I guess, groundwork and context for this next generation to grow up into.
For all our viewers asking where One America News is heading in the future, we would like to introduce you to OAN Live. OAN Live is the best way to stay up to date on all of the hard-hitting, straight-shooting, national and international headlines. And the best part is, OAN Live is only $4.99 per month. All the credible, honest, unbiased reporting One America News offers at a fraction of the cost of cable. Just go to OANN.com to easily sign up for OAN Live and stay informed.